success, and it's what the government fear the most. It's what the government will listen to, a genuine, peaceful togetherness with a grounded voice. What we saw on the streets of Sunderland last night was precisely the opposite and played right into the hands of our opponents. An unfortunate mix of good, honest, solid, decent British people hoping to continue the growth of a peaceful movement that was horribly hijacked by a few young men who aren't even really political and were there just to simply cause trouble and hell-bent on some Friday night vandalism. And let me be clear, these people do not represent us. They do not represent our movement, and they do not represent what we are trying to achieve. And they are no more on our side than the two-tier government and the policing that we oppose. Even worse, they are a danger to those of us that want to do things properly, fairly, legally and with integrity. And they must be stopped. Meanwhile, Keir Starmer needs to understand something. He insulted the British public on Thursday afternoon and offended millions and millions of decent, ordinary British people. And now we're seeing the result. And whilst most of us are able to react to his comments the right way, legally, peacefully and through the right channels, others have reacted differently, and they will use his words as an excuse to cause trouble. Starmer must not, and the public must not, confuse the two. You see, Mr. Starmer, I've got to repeat, I've got to reiterate that your words, your own words, were the catalyst for these problems. Because the British people are absolutely sick to the hind teeth. They are sick to death of certain communities getting away with seemingly just about anything they please, and then we have to sit and listen to the mainstream media and our government making excuses for them whilst continually feeling oppressed ourselves. And if we are to unite this kingdom, the people are going to need to see a fair and level playing field. Because mindless attacks on the police in Leeds and at Manchester Airport are no different to a mindless attack on the police in Sunderland. And you need to stop treating our communities with an iron fist whilst treating others with kid gloves. We're not blind. We're not stupid. We can see your fear, we can smell it, and we can see your favour. And even as I make this video right now, on Saturday, masked up anti-British, pro-Palestine protesters are currently marching through the streets of Manchester. I was just watching it live. And they're chanting, no justice, no peace. Refugees are welcome here. No peace, Mr. Starmer. I think you're concentrating on the wrong people. So how about you start to address the cause and not the reaction? Because the truth is, we've asked, we've pleaded, we've voted, and now we're screaming. Our kids are being hacked to death. They're being blown up, stabbed and sexually assaulted, whilst we are feeling silenced. And at some point, the well-behaved, tolerant, queuing British are going to lose their shit. And this simmering volcano is going to erupt. And it's been caused by years and years of successive governments simply not listening. But according to you, Mr. Starmer, it's all our fault. Boy, oh boy, I don't see this going away anytime soon.